Today we are taking a look at the new beast progression system. Like signature items, engraving, and furniture, they affect your hero's stats and add abilities to the battlefield. So, whenever something like this comes out, we get a little nervous and wonder how expensive it will be to stay relevant, and we'll look into that in a minute. But first, which beasts should you focus on and how should you use them? For now, there are only 6 beasts, 3 uncommon ones and 3 epic. Each gives similar stats and different abilities that have 3 levels of strength. The epic beasts include Blade Ridge, who works with a team that has a single DPS carry like Ainz. Fire Breather, which works well for a celerity hero that gets in the middle of the battle like Lucretia. Polar Beast will add more CC, so we'll work with teams that capitalize on this like Mahira. The 3 little beasts are more all around. Tufty Ears will be better for teams that already receive healing, like Graveborns with Silas or a team with Awakened Celise. Grassy Orb should be good for Celerity DPS team or even pretty good for a mage team. And Drury Ball will be useful on a CC comp as well. These were specifically mentioned because of the beast abilities and how they impact the battle. However, they also provide stat bonuses to the heroes on the field. Each of the beasts currently provides the same team-wide attribute buffs as the other beasts of the same strength. However, they each provide different buffs to heroes that equip different gear. This is a lot of data to parse in a short amount of time, but I would expect over time the attribute buffs will be more valuable to specific teams than the abilities, which currently seem rather weak. If you are wondering if you should use or save your bait, you at least don't have to worry about the beast pool getting watered down over time since there is such a small wish list. And even if the uncommon beasts get watered down over time, there will be an abundance of them spawned in comparison to the epic beasts, so that won't matter much over time either. I personally plan on using bait until I unlock each of the different beasts so that I can field full teams with beasts where 6 teams are needed like Cursed Realm or Treasure Scramble. I plan on upgrading the uncommon beasts as I go, but leaving the epic beasts at level 1 until I have a better idea of how to upgrade them. I also plan on saving all of my secret spices until I know which is the right beast to go for. However, if you want to use yours now, I think the Polar Beast would be the safest bet since CC is incredibly powerful in this game. After the update, the beasts will be introduced to every feature in the game, except Abyssal Expedition this season. So yes, they will be important. Don't forget to add them in your defensive formations in your arena teams. Now, unlike signature items, engraving, and furniture, these little guys are not hero specific. Instead, 1 gets added per team, so that immediately cuts down the potential cost. Based on their capture probability rates and the total amount of beasts available at the start, for uncommon beasts, you will need to summon approximately 253 times to reach the first ability, focusing on 1 skill tree, and 760 summons to max it out at 18 of 18. And for the epic beasts, you will need 20 copies for the first 6 levels of each skill tree at a capture rate of 2.5 divided by 3 on the wish list. If you're specifically talking about 1 beast, we'll need 1,920 captures to unlock the first ability, focusing on 1 skill tree, 5520 to max a single skill tree, 5760 for the fastest way to level 3 ability, and 16560 to fully maximize 1 beast. Now you'll be working on 3 at a time, so you should max a beast every 5520 captures or so, but anything after the 5760 for level 3 ability is just stats like signature item plus 40 or 36 out of 36 furniture or engraving to 100 and is heavy whale territory. By the way, it costs 10 bait per capture, so let's go ahead and multiply all of the values by 10 for the bait amounts required. My test server account started with just over 2,000 bait, but I imagine most further accounts will start with somewhere in the 3,000 to 5,000 range. So how can we get more? Well, they stated that they will be featured as rewards in the upcoming events, like the Tile Flipping Island one, where you start with the 4 corners coming soon. And in the first day, I only got some from AFK rewards and fast rewards. And you have the option to buy some from the store at 8 per 320 diamonds, which isn't even 1 summon. I figured they'd want to capitalize on the new system on day 1, but day 2 brings the advancement rewards. very similar to Hero Advancement Awards. If you purchased all of the ones available day one for a cool 2010 US dollars, you'd get 26,550 bait, including the 750 free bait and 4 copies of each. This honestly doesn't cut that far into some of the values shown on the previous page. These values don't include the incense feature that, like the red furniture cards, allow you to select which beast you wish to get a copy of. However, it requires 1,000 seeds and you summon them in increments of 3. Also, once you have maxed any beast level, any subsequent times you summon it will result in seeds as well. So doing the actual math at this point gets a little fuzzy. Currently, it's really hard to anticipate the impact of these beasts will have on the game. Considering their abilities don't seem all that powerful yet, it looks like they will primarily be added stat bonus. I hope this was helpful and wish you the best of luck on your captures, and thanks. What? This is considered furry? That's about as bad as nicknaming Zolrath Fluffy.